Then we'll go to AAA from 155 on up to heavyweight. This is between Jim Angran of Albia, who has the most losses of any wrestler coming into the finals, and you have to give him credit for coming back and getting to the finals, and Rick Coltvet of Eagle Grove, who if I can get this right, Eagle Grove is the man with the stripe around the middle who just made the long shot out there. Angran of Albia in the light blue.
There, swing around.
Rick Coltvet. The other matches quickly here before we get too far into this one. At 1A is Brian Krob of Lisbon against Tracy Watts of Bellevue. And at the AAA, it's Jamie Byrne of Cedar Rapids, Washington against Kyle Baird of Keokuk. First Keokuk wrestler in the finals tonight.
I gotta get my
now we come back to Angran and Coltvet. Coltvet, if I heard it right today, has beaten something like 5 or 6 young men who have won state championships, and he has never won one himself yet.
Well, he's a junior. He's been 2nd and 5th. And another interesting sidelight is that Coltvet has been on 5 state championship teams in his high school career as a junior.
How do you do that?
Well, you get on a state championship cross-country team that wins year after year, and you get on a wrestling team that's won the last 2 state titles. That's outstanding.
2 of them!
And he just got 2 points for a takedown here, headed for what he hopes to be his first championship himself. He has finished 5th and 2nd in his first 2 tries.
Well, you know what he's going after, and I'll tell you what, he's a pinner, and Eagle Grove needs that pin to move up a notch from 5th to 4th place, or need more than a regular win.
Rick Coltvet has an older brother, wrestles for Nebraska.
Yes, Jeff Coltvet, and he's very, very good. And his dad, Tony's been a coach for several years in the kids Coltvet up at Eagle Grove.
Coltvet had a cradle, and he manages to bring Angran back into a near fall position. He's not going to pin him in that spot, but he got 3. 5-0.
Well, this is where he's good at, on top. That's where his best is. He's a pinner. He likes chicken wings near cradles, and as you see, he can tilt. 26 falls this year, Doug.
Is that right?
26 falls. And his record?
28-1.
You're still down.
28-1 with 26 falls.
Well, when he grows up a little bit, he's going to be tough. He's only a junior. There's Jim Angran of Albia. He's a junior also.
You know, Coach Woodall must have a great time with these kids also. We just saw Gazaway, #1 in his class with a 3.9.
Watch that figure 4.
Coltvet's not quite as good, Doug. He's number 3 in his class, and he's got a 3.8.
Okay.
Woo!
Red's choice. Red defers. Over to you, Green.
Right here, he's got that cradle going for the back. 3 points.
But that is what's known as the near side cradle, and he's not going to pin him there because the near shoulder is into him.
Set, move on.
But still, that's a good way to get points. 5-0 in favor of Coltvet. Breaks the arm down, the tight waist, keeps people flat. Well, that's how he pins people from the top. Starts when they're flat. Has the bar arm on this side, see?
Well, he's got great leverage. It's that leverage. Look at that. Look at those long legs, and he's able to put that arm bar in.
Keep that pressure.
Come around without getting in trouble. Super leverage.
The end of 2 periods at 1A, Brian Krob of Lisbon's leading Tracy Watts of Bellevue 3-2.
Now, watch it.
Now that's a chicken wing in the bar arm, or half Nelson in bar arm.
Watch that.
Years ago, we used to watch Dan Gable use that combination.
Pretty good.
He was... Coltvet leads by 5, and he's well in control here.
In AAA, Jamie Byrne from Cedar Rapids, Washington, is leading Kyle Baird from Keokuk 3-1 with a little over a minute left in the 2nd period. Now it's 4-1.
Angran was warned for stalling on the bottom.
Well, he's having trouble coming up from the bottom. Like I said, the leverage of Coltvet is keeping him flat, but Angran is going to have to get his hips underneath him and come up from underneath a little faster than he's been able to.
Now he's got tilted. That makes it 7-zip.
2 back points.
Coltvet really has control here. He's covering him well.
Coltvet has just breezed through this tournament. He won a fall in the first round, and then he beat Mark Petey-Gidwalki 9-1, and he won 13-0 in his semifinal against Todd Clausen of St. Ansgar. Actually, Angran did very well in all 3 matches. He didn't have any close matches, at least in the final score.
Okay, Red, your choice. Red takes down.
Well, an update in 1A at 1:45 at the end of the second period.
Last period.
The scores all knotted up.
Move on.
3-3 between Brian Krob of Lisbon and Tracy Watts of Bellevue. 3-3 with 1 period to go.
Coltvet started on the bottom. He has a 7-point lead. He's not going to stall down there. He comes right up and out. 8-0 now.
He's a tall drink of water.
Boy, he fired that shot from about 40 yards.
Not a lot of people can fire that far out and come out with anything. He didn't happen this time, but I'll bet he's successful more times than not.
Looked like the man shot out of the cannon. Coltvet tried to shuck the head by there. Just settles for a front headlock now. Seems totally in control. Then threw it by and got the takedown.
The old shuck and go.
10-0.
Didn't get enough.
A little over a minute to go. Coltvet leads by 10.
Get up off that. Get off on the side.
He's not staying parallel, though. He is staying parallel on top, you see, and the official would rather see him get off to the side.
One here, he's stalling on the bottom, one on top.
Well, he's surviving on the bottom is what he's doing right now, and we've got Coltvet looking for those points.
Still didn't get enough.
Not quite. Brian Krob leads Tracy Watts of Bellevue 5-4 at 1A now with about a minute left to go.
And Jamie Byrne from Cedar Rapids, Washington is leading now 9-4 over Kyle Baird from Keokuk in the AAA match.
That's Angran's first point. He now leads, he trails 11-1. This one is going to go to Coltvet because there are 6 seconds to go. Angran made a long shot. There wasn't really anything there. It's going to end right here. 11-1, Coltvet. The first state champion by Coltvet by far from the first championship for an individual at Eagle Grove. Great history of that
from the
town.
Coltvet family.
All right.
It's at least the third.
So there it is at 2A, 145 pounds, live from Veterans Auditorium in Des Moines, Iowa Public Television's coverage of the state wrestling championships. Let's go to 1A, where
close.
Lisbon's Brian Krob in the red and the black is wrestling Bellevue's Tracy Watts in the blue and leading 5-4 with just a few seconds left.
7-5.
Oh, 7-5 in favor of Watts.
No, in favor of Krob.
In favor of Krob,
Right.
Okay.
Krob is ahead 7-5 with 2 seconds left.
We'll start all over again. 7-5, Krob. And he wins. He's part of a state championship team, and how better than to be a state championship individual. He's a senior. He finished 6th 2 years ago and didn't have such a good tournament last year. This year he's the champion. Brian Krob. How many champions is that for Lisbon? I believe that's at least 2.
We've got Light, we've got Krob.
We're going to AAA now, where Jamie Byrne of Cedar Rapids, Washington has just wrestled Kyle Baird of Keokuk, and the winner is Washington's Jamie Byrne. The score is 11-4. That one was not close. So Cedar Rapids, Washington gets a champ. Here are the 138 finalists at 1A.
38 pounds.
Sixth place, Frank Pyrick, Mapleton, Maple Valley. Fifth place, Dan Rule, Parkersburg. Fourth place, Ken Stading, Northwood, Kensett. Third place, Brian Schmitz, Olds Waco. Runner-up, Tracy Watts, Bellevue. And the 145 1A champion from Lisbon, Brian Krob.
Brian Krob from Lisbon, another champion for Lisbon. They'll have Jamie Chamberlain at heavyweight. Still another chance for a title. That'll be a tough match. Or at 185 pounds, Chamberlain will wrestle Mike Heeman of Riceville. Now up on the stand come the AA people. 145.
Sixth place, Mark Piper, Waukee. Fifth place, Chad Stouter, Glenwood. Fourth place, Bruce Cunin, Jackson Junction, Turkey Valley. Third place, Todd Clausen, St. Ansgar. Runner-up, Jim Angran, Albia. And the 2A 145-pound champion from Eagle Grove, Rick Coltvet.
Who'll be back again next year. He's only a junior, and he's in the middle of a big tradition, and he likes it. AAA will be next at 145 pounds. We're watching the matches to start with here in the 155 through heavyweight of the
presenting the
AAA
3A 145-pound awards. Coach Randy Ray of Cedar Rapids, Washington. Sixth place, Jeff Clark, Fort Dodge. Fifth place, Eric Reed, Oskaloosa. Fourth place, Kurt Benetham, West Des Moines Valley. Third place, Mark Poink, Bettendorf. Runner-up, Kyle Byrne, Keokuk. And the 145 3A champion from Cedar Rapids, Washington, Jamie Byrne.
That a way to go, Jamie.